Welcome to Great Neighborhood Cooks. I'm your host, Rob Kircher. Each week I'm going to be knocking on the doors of amazing cooks who live down the street or around the corner. Who knows, maybe from your own neighborhood. For the most part, they're unsung cooks known mainly to their family and friends. Or they might be cooks from that great little hideaway restaurant that we love to discover. Either way, their relative obscurity is about to change as I bring them into the spotlight. So who will be the next discovered great neighborhood cook? Well, stay tuned to find out. So, Ruth, who will be our next discovered great neighborhood cook?
Well, we're here on Marco Island, which is the furthest we've come.
We've never been here before.
I know.
And I understand we're going to be meeting a guy by the name of Doug Smith, right?
Yes.
And he was, what, a waiter?
He was a waiter, and his wife, Beth, was a busgirl at the Bramble Inn 30 years ago.
And they fell in love.
They did, and yes, obviously.
Yeah, and so we're here in Marco Island.
Yep.
And Doug pretty much is the fisherman, right?
He loves to fish, yes. And he's a great fisherman.
Oh, and I think we have a very special fish in
unusual.
store for us, right?
Yes, yes.
And it's called a what?
It's called a permit.
A permit.
Yes.
Not a hermit, but a permit. Let's go in and meet Doug.
Absolutely. Double wrap.
We'll give them the bums rush here.
I know. And there they are.
Wow.
Hi, you guys.
Everyone would answer the door. Oh my God.
Great to see you.
How are you?
So good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us. This is marvelous.
Welcome.
So, Doug, this is a very special fish, right?
It is permit. We get them about 50 plus miles offshore.
Really? Wow.
On structure typically.
Yeah.
Me
Who are
too.
these lovely, lovely people we have right here?
Great friends and neighbors.
Yep.
Known them for a year, almost to the day. Rod and I this year did stone crab pots. So we put some stone crab pots out.
Just about over,
It
isn't it?
ended yesterday.
It is over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Season goes from October 15th to May 15th.
Yep.
Now, a stone crab pot is like a lobster pot, really? I mean, similar, right?
Yep, a little smaller.
But,
and,
but once they get in, they can't get out. I mean, that's the whole idea, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So we did about 13 weeks of pulls. So you leave the pots to soak for about a week and a half.
It's a plastic pot. Why would you want it to soak for?
It's sitting in the water with all the bait in
I see.
there.
Oh,
So
okay.
it soaks in there.
Okay.
And then all the crab climb in and
What do you put in the little box so they? when they
all
go
the
in?
fish we catch, we take the carcasses
Oh.
and we load the pots up with the carcasses and drop them down and
All these goodies they love, they just kind of go through that little hole and get
Exactly.
caught.
We put some cat food.
I was just going to
Yeah.
say, didn't I hear
We-
something
we
about
put
a
cat
can
food.
of cat food
Yeah,
in
I
there
heard
as
that,
well?
cat food.
Yep.
Why is Audrey like hiding over there? She's like backing away. This is your husband. This is your husband, Audrey.
So yeah, so you can have 5 per. So Rod has 5, Audrey has 5, my wife Beth has 5, and I have 5. So we had 20 pots out this
And
year.
I'm only guessing, we haven't gotten this right, but I'm only guessing that your freezer is probably full of fish fillets, right?
Actually, it is. Yeah.
Well, let's get on with this because I want to
Absolutely.
see how you do this.
Absolutely.
The knuckle meat we found is probably better than the crab claw itself. When you get the knuckle meat out in
Yeah.
a good piece like that, well, it's
That's a prize.
You're
That-
happy.
that's
yeah.
the prize,
We'll
yeah.
all be fighting for that.
Ooh,
Nice.
wonderful.
This is like a little mustard mayonnaise.
Love that.
Yeah,
Love that.
That looks
My
A
great.
little Worcestershire in there.
so
Yeah.
that's what you do. It's kind of like a lollipop. You stick it in and pull it out, and they will
Now, do you
regrow the claw.
have a preference as to which one you take or not?
The bigger,
The bigger
one.
one.
The big one?
And they take about a year to grow back.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Amazing.
And so season ends.
Incredible creatures, aren't they?
The season ends
really
May
are.
15th,
Yeah.
and so they grow throughout until
Wow.
October
Wow.
15th.
So are these considered medium, small, medium, large? What
Those
are
are
they?
medium.
That's
These are
probably
medium.
medium
Yeah.
claw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can see why they
Now,
call
has
it
the red
stone.
tide affected the fishing at all for the crab?
A little bit. Yeah,
Little
it
bit,
has.
yeah.
It has. I understand is that you had to go further out to get the bigger claws.
Rod did a beautiful job filleting these.
He really did.
Yes, this is gorgeous. So I
expert.
think what we should do is portion this out,
Okay.
and we're going to roast it in a 500 oven.
Okay.
I think probably with just a little salt and pepper.
Perfect.
So it's absolutely gorgeous fish. It's so fresh.
was a great fight.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
is a fighter fish?
This is a fighter fish,
Yep.
so they hook up and you catch them on live crabs.
Yep.
So you float the live crab, and the permit's school. So there's a whole bunch of permit, and they go after the crab,
Yep.
and then you just hang on because they're
Wow.
taking line out and running. They're trying to run the structure
Yep.
to untangle and cut you off. So it's a great fight.
So it's a ride.
It's a ride.
The ride of your life.
Absolutely.
And we're going to do a little asparagus with this first. So Doug, I'm going to have you drizzle a little olive oil in there and sprinkle it with some salt
and pepper. Yep.
Just toss it and we'll put it over on that sheet.
Sounds great.
I can't wait to try this.
Oh, it's so good. It's a great fight and a great eating fish.
Well, I've been the recipient of a lot of your nice fish, and we always enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, that looks great.
Yeah.
Just give that a quick toss. I'm going to do the same here. This is going to be so good. And the nice part about this is that it's so quick and easy. I mean, this will cook up in about
Absolutely.
10 minutes.
Fresh.
Yep.
Yep. Delicious.
Okay, that can go over on that board. And this will go on here. And it's going to be perfect. Well, you remember at the Bramble Inn, we always had that smoked bluefish. And that, everybody just loved that. We
Oh,
make
it's
a
fantastic
smoked
dish.
bluefish pate, and it was so good.
Very, very good.
So I'm just going to, I sprayed this parchment and I'm just going to tuck it down around here. You don't need to seal it or wrap it. But if you just tuck it down, it kind of keeps all the moisture in. We're barefoot cooks, as you can see.
It's the only way to roll down here.
That's right.
All right,
That's what
very
we
hot.
like. Okay, so let's see if we can get these both in.
There we go.
Okay, perfect.
So Audrey, you're making a salad for us, right?
And it looks like a beautiful salad too. Look at all these great ingredients.
Yeah, so I see the blue cheese. What do you call this salad?
Well, it's a pomegranate and apple salad with butter lettuce.
Nice.
Butter lettuce.
Glazed
Yep.
walnuts and
Now I
some
saw
tarragon.
Rod kind of doing some apples earlier. Did we forget that ingredient?
Well, I wanted them fresh.
Well,
So he was kind enough to do that for me.
That's great.
let's see you make this. This
All
this looks
right.
fantastic.
So first of all, it's butter lettuce, and you tear it into really broad leaves, so you don't want to ruin the butter lettuce.
No, it bruises easily.
It bruises
so,
easily,
yep.
so you want to be very
Nice
careful.
little
It's
pieces.
sort of like me. I bruise very easily.
Good.
Okay, yeah.
And so what we do with the salad is, first of all, we're going to put in some apple slices, thinly sliced. And then on top of that, we have some pomegranate seeds. And I like
Very
to
colorful,
save
isn't
some.
it?
I
It's
love it.
really colorful one.
Yeah.
I save some for on top of the salad when we're really all done.
Yeah.
And the same with some candied walnuts.
Walnuts. I love
And so
walnuts.
I did those at home. Rod helped me, of course.
Great.
And so.
So we got the crunch, we got the apple, we got the
and
wonderful.
we have the tarragon. And
Oh,
tarragon
yeah.
has kind of a licorice taste.
Yes, right.
But it adds just a little
So
bit
the
of
anise,
pizzazz
yeah,
to,
wonderful.
To what we're doing. And then it's a matter of tossing and adding the dressing, which is a homemade
What about
dressing.
this?
I'll do that last.
Okay.
We're going to do that last.
All
Okay.
right.
Very last. But what you'll
What kind of
find-
dressing is this? It's homemade, right?
It's homemade, and it has some, obviously, oil in it, as well as a little bit of onion and
Garlic, I hope?
no garlic.
No garlic, wow.
No garlic,
Okay,
which
wow.
is really unusual, and I love
Yeah.
garlic. But I like dressings and salads that are pretty lightly dressed, so
Yeah.
I always
Right.
start with just a
Garlic
little.
This is the
apple,
hardest
not
part,
so
is to get
much.
down to the bottom of that
I
thing and
know,
bring
yeah.
everything up.
It is.
Yeah.
I think while you're finishing this up, I'm going to go check and see how our
Yeah, how much,
fish is doing.
we got another 10,
Yeah, I
15?
think we've got about another 5 minutes,
Okay.
but I'm going to go check.
Can I mix a little bit?
Yeah,
You mind?
You certainly can.
I like getting involved.
Okay, you can even
Okay.
use your hands if you want.
Oh, right, well, actually, it's probably a better way of doing it. More
So on top,
pomegranate,
just-
right?
Yep, we're finished with
Wow,
pomegranate.
put the rest of that in. Wow.
But we will what happens is everything goes to the bottom as you're mixing, and I like to save it for the top.
Yeah,
And that way, everybody gets a little bit of
I
something.
agree. Waste not, want not. Put that in there.
Exactly.
Give it another toss.
Yep.
Okay.
Or you can just leave some of it on.
Or just, oh, you want to make it look pretty? Okay.
Yes.
All right, Rob, stop with the mixing, okay? All right.
And then what we'll do is just do individual salads.
Oh, doesn't that look gorgeous?
Yeah.
And guess what? Rod actually sliced the apple.
He sliced the apple.
Yeah, he finally did something. Yeah.
Other than help catch
Oh,
the fish.
Yeah, the fish, the
big-
crab,
All right.
everything else.
So how's the oven's good?
The oven is good, the asparagus is ready, the fish is going to be just
All
another
right.
minute. and
So
I-
let's go to a break then.
Okay.
And we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, in about a few minutes, and we're going to taste Ruth's amazing. It's a permit fish.
Champagne and lobster sauce on the permit.
And a permit.
Yes.
Okay. We'll be back.
Okay.
Hey, look, come on.
Kids on the rocks again. Hey, you kids can't play here.
Not fun. Fun. Golisano Children's Museum of Naples. Fun.
Moran Edwards Asset Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors has 25 professionals dedicated to attentive, personalized service. Our team's credentials cover a wide range of advisory disciplines, and we've been helping families and institutions invest to achieve their financial goals for over 30 years. Call 239-254-2200 or visit moranedwards.com for a complimentary consultation. Moran Edwards, passionate, personable, performance-driven.
Thinking of updating your kitchen? Don't just replace, create. Let the experienced craftsmen at Kitchens by Ambiance create a space that will truly impress. Create a kitchen with ambiance. Kitchens by Ambiance. Visit our showroom in Bonita Springs across from the promenade on Tamiami Trail, or find us online at kitchensbyambiance.com.
At the Roma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant, they do things differently. They do it the authentic way. For example, why is their incredible bread and pastries the best you've ever tasted? Well, it's because they're made artfully and lovingly every day, using only the freshest ingredients possible. The same care and thoughtfulness goes into their freshly brewed, custom blended coffee. The Roma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant at the Promenade in Bonita Springs is the closest place to Little Italy in Southwest Florida. Well, folks, we're back from the break, and Ruth is just doing an amazing job with the stove here. And we're going to have a line here. So we're going to be, we have our service, okay? So step up here. And I've been given a job, so I'm going to be putting the potatoes on a plate. And this is the, oh, look at that. Marvelous. You put sauce.
Get your potatoes
Oh,
going there.
get my,
folks.
I love it. Okay.
Thank you. So our asparagus,
Yeah.
everything came out so perfect.
Boy, it looks fantastic.
Right.
Okay.
Good.
Wow. It reminds me of the Bramble Inn.
Yes, it does. And we've got a
little assembly
lobster
line
and
here.
champagne sauce to go on
Okay.
this permit.
Can I pass this out?
You may. We got
Put some sauce on
Doug
there.
out here ready for his. and
Okay.
We are good to go.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
It looks fantastic.
And Audrey.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm falling behind in my potatoes here. Okay.
You're fired. There we go. There's another one ready to
Now,
go.
now this does take you back to the old days of the Bramble
It
Inn.
does.
I mean,
That's
my
for
goodness.
you.
Now, do you always have that face on when you cook, like where you don't
Oh,
do
yeah.
a lot of smiling? You know?
Not a lot of smiling.
Not a lot of smiling, right?
No time to smile.
I've been trying to break you of that, but
I know.
look at
Well,
this.
when I'm working.
All right, come on, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Oh, look, we have the salads over here too. Wow.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Our beautiful salads.
Wow. Ruth, I got to tell you something. This has just been a blast, hasn't it? I mean, unbelievable people. and the food is incredible. And I got to tell you something, all of you are just amazing. What I can't, I'm still trying to get it through my head that they don't work. They're just fish. I mean, how do we get that gig? How do we get that gig?
Exactly, I want that gig.
Anyway, all kidding aside, folks, let's have a toast here.
Fishermen and the
Cheers.
fishing wife.
Oh, and thank you.
You all. Cheers.
Your hospitality.
It's a family, friends,
Oh
fishing.
my God, I love it.
And to you, fishing buddy.
Salud.
And it all started at the Bramble Inn.
Right, it all started at the Bramble Inn.
Cheers.
You know, and for those of folks who don't know the Bramble Inn, this is where Ruth actually and her husband Cliff had a business for about 32 years, something like that, in Cape Cod Bay, and just an outstanding restaurant. I think it was #1 in the world or something like that, right?
Not quite.
Something like that, right? Yeah, let's go. Okay, let's try it.
Let's do it.
Let's get in
Okay,
there.
I'd like to do this. Ready on 1, 2, 3. We're going to taste it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go for it.
Ruth, this is absolutely amazing.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Great
Oh my
job.
God.
Great job.
It's delicious.
Wow.
All right. So go to our website, and also would like you to like us on Facebook and on Instagram, and you can also see behind the scenes, and you can download the recipes. So we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm here with David Fu, and David, you actually weren't here during the Hurricane Irma. You were elsewhere, but you were kind of scared when you heard about what was happening in your backyard, essentially. Tell us about that experience. What happened?
Once we got back here, it was to see the devastation, and only days later, that I realized the extent of the damage, to the roof. So got in touch with the insurance company, and the adjuster, I'm sure, was just overwhelmed with work, rather cursory inspection. And but they decided that I needed a brand new roof. So soon after that, I was deluged with roofers who come by and knocking on the door.
Yeah.
They were very aggressive in their approach. You need to sign up with them that day, and you need to sign contracts.
Right.
And they would deal with the insurance company and so on. And I did not feel comfortable with any of them.
Well, how did you get to know ACC Mastercraft?
Got in touch with them, and they came out. And they were very, very professional, very thorough in their evaluation, very detail-oriented. And just in terms of confidence, with people, I felt good about them. I have built and renovated multiple homes, and I've dealt with builders a lot. And it's a process that is never predictable. And I can sort of sense the competence of these guys. But they're from the East Coast, and they really have not done much work here. So I asked for a list of references, and they gave me 5, and I called all of them, and they got a glowing review. And so I talked to them a little bit more about my various concerns and so on, and felt comfortable with them. And I signed up with them, and I'm very glad that I did that. The communication was fabulous. Most importantly, they dealt with the insurance company completely, and I'm just sort of there. I didn't really have to do anything, and so it was kind of turnkey. And their documentation with the insurance company was thorough enough and accurate enough that the insurance company readjusted the claim, and so I couldn't be happier. The roof is not done yet, but from what I've seen, it's quality work, and I have every confidence that it's going to be done right when it's completed.
So you feel confident in recommending ACC Mastercraft to other folks?
Yes, I do.
Attention hurricane victims. Has your insurance company delayed, denied, or lowballed your insurance claim? Can you be certain there are no other damages to your home or business? I'm attorney Lauren Hussey with Danziger & Delano, and my exclusive focus is hurricane insurance claims. Find out how to receive the money you may deserve. Call 800-465-1000. Visit hurricanemoney.com. Isn't it time to get the money you may deserve? Alrighty, come on into my kitchen.
This is great. Light and bright. It's very
Love
pretty.
your
Very
kitchen.
girly.
I love it.
No, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And I
Great
think we're going
job.
to love what you're going to be cooking just as well. And what are you going to be cooking?
I am cooking pad thai.
Ooh.
Yummy.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm
is this
excited.
vegetarian pad thai?
No, it's got chicken and shrimp.
Oh, good.
But it's one of my specialties. I used to make it in college for my girlfriends.
So not only are you apparently a very good cook, right, but you also are an attorney, correct?
Yes, I am.
And what kind of area of law do you practice?
I practice hurricane insurance claims, actually.
Hurricane insurance
I
claims?
know.
Wow.
I just focus on that. It's my sole focus.
Yeah, and folks, we're in Southwest Florida, so we've all experienced that Irma.
Yeah. That's
right.
And in fact, you had some damage from Irma.
I
right?
did. So I was working as a staff attorney at a corporation before this, and Irma happened, and I, just like everyone else in Naples, I'm from here, I had damage to my home, and my friends and family did as well. And I saw the struggles they were going through with their insurance claim, and I decided to kind of dive in and really do this in the community. So
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you work for a company, a local
Yes,
company?
so I work for a firm called Danzinger and Delano, and our office is
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah,
Sure, they're well known.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because you were in the television business to a certain degree, and then you
Certain
migrated
degree.
over to the law. I mean,
Yeah.
why did you do that?
Well, I went to
how did that come about?
school, years ago, and it was just,
You loved it.
yeah. I've always wanted to be a lawyer. Always. I'm serious. By the age of like 12, a good family friend was a prosecutor in Naples, actually, and I always wanted to go to law school. I did mock trial in high school at Naples High, and I loved it. And so that.
So
was
you're
the
a
plan.
homegrown girl.
I am.
And you followed your dream.
I did. Yeah.
So Lauren, one of the wonderful things about this dish that you're going to be preparing is that the ingredients are easy, right?
Yes.
It's simple to do,
Yes.
and it's going to taste wonderful,
And it's for
correct?
someone who doesn't have the time. I cheated. There's like things that are already chopped when I bought it at the store.
Well, speaking of cheating,
Yeah.
what do you got behind you? What's that box?
So when we're making pad thai,
Right.
so I thought, let's just have some pad thai. It'll literally take 2 minutes, and then we can talk the whole time.
I love it. I love it.
I'm kidding.
That's a good thing.
A frozen pad thai, it actually is really good, this brand.
Do you use an electric wok?
Yes, I like the electric wok.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it just heats more evenly. So first step, to get a little bit of coconut oil. I like to use coconut oil. It's a little bit healthier.
Now, when you say a little bit, how much you put in there? What you got?
I'm gonna put like a
tablespoon?
tablespoon.
Something like that?
Yeah. All right. Tablespoon of, maybe a little
Little
tablespoon and a half. I don't really like to measure.
Well, actually, most good cooks.
Of
course, Ruth is a chef, but not many measure, do they? They just kind of do their own thing, right?
Even our home cooks, I've noticed,
Yeah.
everybody just kind of adds to taste, which is a good way to cook.
I already have the pad thai noodles soaking.
Okay.
And they're probably done. Yeah, I put them in cold water for about a half hour, and they're good. I was nominated for a television show back a year and a half ago or so.
Yeah.
And it was for The Bachelor. My best friend nominated me, and I went on it, and it was quite the experience. Quite funny.
You scrambled some eggs, which we'll add at the end. Is that
Right, you
correct?
just kind of leave it on the side. Yeah, so now I'm going to make the sauce, the actual pad thai sauce.
Perfect.
And to do that, so these are some of the ingredients I got from just your standard Asian
From the Asian
marketplace.
market.
Yeah. So you need pad thai paste, you need pad thai sauce, you need fish sauce, and then you need some concentrated tamarind. Okay, so I get the paste first. Let's do a tablespoon. 4 tablespoons. So that's one.
That's a little thicker than I thought it would
Yeah,
be.
it is
Really?
thick.
It's a little
Almost like
syrupy
a-
almost, yeah.
Yeah, like molasses. almost.
3. Yeah, so with this one I do like a teaspoon, so I'll actually measure this. And I do about 3 tablespoons of the fish sauce.
Oh, okay, good. I can hear your little kitty. in the
I
background.
know.
Yeah.
He gets excited over the fish sauce, so I need to keep him in the back room. A teaspoon or so.
Yeah.
But we'll just, I don't want it to be too sour. It's usually, pad thai is like a little on the sweeter side.
Yeah, sweet sour.
So, and then the ketchup is just for coloring. Sugar I do about 2 tablespoons. So,
For our people at home, you could always use honey as well.
Oh, honey,
Yeah.
yeah,
Substitute, which
absolutely.
is nice if
yeah.
you don't want to use sugar.
Is that like that, right?
Yep. Good. Great.
scoop it just like that. So once that is looking a little brown, then I put in the garlic. And then I put the chicken in. I already cut just one breast for the amount for 3 people.
Yeah.
Just one. Yep, and then I just drop these in.
I love wok cooking because it just happens so quickly.
It does.
And then I have shrimp that is deveined and cleaned. When I'm not cooking amazing pad thai, I've been helping people in town after Hurricane Irma. And since then, we've just had a lot of people being lowballed, getting this lowball check saying your damages are below deductible, or just straight up denial. And that's where I decided that I wanted to make a career change and go into, helping the community with getting the money that they need to fix their homes. I mean, there's so many homes with.
Well, I think you're going to be at this for a large number of years.
It's going to be a while. We're going to be fighting
the
insurance companies for people's. I just hope that people can get it all taken care of by next hurricane season. Then you put in the sauce that you have pre-made. You kind of let it just come to a boil. And when it comes to a boil, then you put your shrimp in. So it's boiling, and that's when I kind of put my shrimp in. Yep, when it's boiling. And the shrimp just cooks so easily and so fast that.
And you know what? The aroma already is just amazing.
Yeah, in just a few seconds, and then I'm going to put in the carrots. This is something I like to do, carrots, because this gives a little crunch.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
And they're good for you.
Color, nice color.
Color. Yeah. And then I've got some bean sprouts too.
Yep.
But these just get soft so quickly that I kind of just want to put the.
Well, you got my favorites. I love bean sprouts.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Then you put in. Last is the bean sprouts. Exactly. Okay.
Lauren, it's so romantic out here. You got the fire pit going, you got these incredible lights, and guess what? Look over on my shoulder. What do you see up there?
Moon.
We have a full moon. Isn't that amazing?
Beautiful.
Right out of Central Casting. Well, in the meantime,
thank you.
Let's have a little bit of sake. Excuse my reach.
Sake.
And do this left-handed, okay? And I'll tell you what, let's have a little toast to Lauren and her amazing meal. And I'm sure it's going to taste incredible.
Dang.
Now,
All right.
You ready? 1, 2, 3. I can't wait to dive in here. Wow.
Very good.
I love it.
You would tell me if you didn't like it, would you?
I'm not lying. No, I'm not lying. This is very, very good.
It's yummy. I love it.
And you know what, folks? We saw Lauren put this together. And it's easy, right?
It's quick.
Simple ingredients,
it's
right?
Fun. Yeah.
It's fun, yeah.
And I topped it off with a little bit of cilantro.
Which
and
I
a little
love,
bit of
by the way.
roasted peanuts. I just crushed up some peanuts and put them in the oven for a little bit and sprinkle that on top and you're done.
Folks, I'd like you to go to our website, which is www.greatneighborhoodcooks.com to learn more about Lauren and, of course, Ruth Manchester. And the fact that this is what kind of...
This is gluten-free, actually, so this would be a good meal for people who have a problem with gluten because the noodles are rice noodles. And it could also be vegetarian if you, without the fish sauce, if you just substituted the chicken and the shrimp for chunks of vegetables.
Wow, now there's a good idea. Well, it tastes delicious, that's for sure.
It is.
And also, they can go to your website, right?
Yep, at www.hurricanemoney.com.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, good tip. So again, folks, go to our website and go to Lauren's website, and you can learn all this wonderful information. And don't forget to like us on Facebook and Instagram. So we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I have to get out of here. Yeah. You mean move. Just say move.
You can go straight ahead.